Good morning. It's Friday. Do you remember who won pizza? I just texted you. Well, I figured when you go back to your office, you can text me and I'll announce it later.
Because I don't remember.
Okay.
Somebody I know.
Well, somebody won pizza yesterday, and we'll tell you who that was later. Don't forget, I am giving away another pizza prize pack. We're getting down to the final days every day in October, so we only have a few days left to win. Remember, it is one winner per household, and all prizes must be redeemed by October 31st. Stay tuned and listen in to when I give that away. This morning, this morning I have Carla Albright here from the Pioneer Museum. Hello.
Good morning, Lisa.
On this windy, wet Friday.
Well, it's just a Tillamook kind of day.
It is. I do like it when we have a little bit of weather, when it's not just rain. I don't know. It's kind of fun.
Yeah. Well, and we had such a nice, dry summer. We really can't complain.
And then even the beginning of this month was so dry.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
How's it going?
Very well, thank you.
You guys have a fun little book fair. It was last year the first year you did it?
Last year was the first year that we tried the book fair at the Pioneer Museum, and it's something that was actually one of Ruby's ideas several years ago, because she kind of manages our bookshop. And she said, why don't we try to get some authors in here and do some book signings? So that kind of evolved to a MOOC book fair.
Yeah.
And we had the first one last year and had, I believe, about 14 or 15 authors. And this year we're up to 24.
Wow.
So it's amazing, because there are people that came out of the woodwork last year and said, well, you didn't ask me. And said, well, I didn't know you wrote a book.
Sure.
But, so we think we've kind of captured all those people that showed an interest last year. And then we also have added Adam Sawyer, who did the nice little pocket guide of the 25 best hikes in Tillamook Coast. And we have invited Grant McComey, and he's coming about his books about traveling with children.
And he is the host of Grant's Getaways, right?
He is.
Yeah,
yes.
So he does a lot of stuff out here.
He does. Yeah. He does. I think he really likes Tillamook County, and of course there's a lot to do out here, so he focuses a lot on what we do. So we're pleased to have him come along as well.
Very nice. So that is November 17th.
It's November 17th at the museum from 10 o'clock in the morning to 2 in the afternoon. A selection of authors have asked if they could do readings from their books.
Oh, did you do that last year?
We did not do that last year. So we set up 2 different rooms that will accommodate a small crowd, and like 12 to 15 people, and then they'll be doing readings of their books, and we're pretty excited because our museum historian Jennifer Thiel has actually written 2 books that have been published recently. One is about John Joseph Englehart, who is called the Lightning Painter, and he was around at the turn of the last century painting scenes, but he has a very exciting life story behind it, kind of a mystery.
Would he paint lightning? Is that what
No, he would actually, he was painting so fast.
Oh, gotcha. I see.
He would accomplish 2 or 3 paintings, large oil paintings, in about a day. So they kind of nicknamed him the light. And then he would pack up everything and move on to the next town. But even more exciting than that one is one that we just got this week, and it's called Art with Spirit, and it's about our very own Sister Lucia Wiley, who did the murals in the courthouse and City Hall, and was an WPA muralist and nationally renowned. So Jennifer has done her biography as well, and both of those books will be available at the book sale.
Cool. That is the Saturday before Thanksgiving, which always makes me think, hey, that's a great time to maybe go get some Christmas gifts.
Some Christmas presents, and I love giving books. I think they're a great Christmas gift, and so we have some unusual ones and ones that you just don't find on Amazon. So that are local.
For sure.
Yeah.
Will all the authors be there, or will some just have their books on display?
All the authors will be there, and if they're not there, then their books aren't going to be on display.
Gotcha.
Yeah. They will sign copies for you,
right? And
talk to you about it.
It'll probably be one of those things like you just said. Oh, I didn't know that you wrote a book. You'll walk in and be
exactly
like,
right.
oh, I didn't know you were an author.
You wrote a book. And Rob Russell, who is the director of the Watershed Council, Tillamook Watershed Council, has written a beautiful coffee table book on of all things, flies and fly fishing.
Oh.
And Patty Brown has a mystery that she has written and published. So we're very excited to have new people into the book
and
fair.
It sounds like a good variety. Some
it is.
Autobiographies, some fiction, nonfiction, historical
poets,
maybe.
We have poets coming. We have just a wide variety of authors. So there'll be something for everyone.
Very cool. So that is November 17th from 10 to 2, you said?
From 10 to 2.
And
at
obviously
the museum.
Free and open to the public?
Yes, it is free and open to the public.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a quick break. We're going to talk about the Regional Medical Center. Eating nutritious foods combined with regular exercise is the key to a healthy heart. Overconsumption of foods packed with added sugars and carbohydrates can lead to high blood pressure and blood sugar levels, damaging blood vessels and contributing to heart and vascular problems. To keep your heart healthy, cardiologists at Tillamook Regional Medical Center recommend eating at least 5 servings of fruits and vegetables each day, exercising for 30 minutes daily, and sleeping 7 to 9 hours each night. Visit northwestregionalheart.com for more heart-healthy tips and to take a free and confidential heart age assessment. So I'm talking this morning with Carla Albright from the Pioneer Museum. And so November 17th, we have a fun little book fair. And then shortly after that, it's your annual fun Festival of Trees event.
It is. And this is the one fundraiser that the museum does for itself every year. We often have other groups come in and do fundraisers in the building, but this is the one that we do for ourselves.
Yeah.
And people such as yourself and businesses such as your dance studio come in and decorate a full-size Christmas tree. Some are live and some are artificial, and then we have space for about 11. We used to do 15, and we found that was just too hard for the guests to get around the night of the gala. So
there's a lot of people that go.
A lot of people. Yes, we have. We have actually maxed out the last 3-4 years, and the ticket sales last year, we were sold out in about a week.
Wow.
So when the tickets go on sale, it's good to get in the door and get your tickets. Yeah. And we also will have them on sale online on Eventbrite.
Oh, nice. Is that new? Were they available
We did
online?
that last year as well, and had a few come in that way. I think we'll probably have more because that seems to be where people are getting their tickets these days.
Well, and the more people know that they can get them online, as word gets out,
saves
and people,
them a trip. Yeah,
sure.
And we'll have a link to that on our website. So so it's good.
And let's talk about the festival, like what it is, because it's not just trees.
It's not just trees.
If you think about it should be somebody didn't know.
Yeah, it should be the festival of the holidays or
Christmas
something.
Trees or holiday trees, yeah. Right, because they're not. I mean, they're mostly Christmas trees, but last year there was like a pink and a champagne colored tree that was
goodness.
That thing was amazing. I think that was Bezo Dentistry's tree.
I think so, yes. And
there was a Grinch tree.
There was a Grinch tree. We've had...
you had the lady that did the...
snowman tree. We
upstairs in the Victorian.
Year, Wanda Herleman took a dress form and made a tree out of the skirt, weaving, greens into the skirt of a dress form, and it was beautiful. People are so creative. We've had one that was a tree of underneath the sea. It had mermaids on it and starfish and that sort of thing, octopi. And, it's wonderful to see how creative our community can be when they design a Christmas tree. Yeah,
and it is interesting to see. I think there was a fishing one last year.
There was a fishing one last year.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different...
Yes.
People are very creative.
They are, and it's nice that and we've had some trees that are just kind of a general Christmas tree as well, but they're just, it's fun. And we have 11 trees, but they're actually, in the last couple of years, they're what we call Santa packs that businesses and individuals have donated. We have wreaths. People bring wreaths in, or tabletop Christmas trees. But the Santa packs are kind of a category all to their own. They don't really fit in the tree category, and they don't fit into the wreath or tabletop tree or centerpiece category. But they're... Last year we had a gentleman who made these fabulous wooden baskets and put everything you need for a tea party in one of them, and just fun kind of things, gift baskets from the creamery, and just wonderful,
all kinds of
wonderful things. Yes, so you don't have to you can donate pretty much anything. We've had people donate antiques, antique Christmas ornaments or holiday ornaments or displays. So it doesn't have to just be
a tree or a wreath or a centerpiece. Yeah.
Right.
And it's a silent auction. Right, all the items
auction. All items are silently auctioned, and there gets to be some real bidding wars that go in there. So, it brings all the fun of a silent auction with it as well.
So the trees now the trees will be available. Will the wreaths and the centerpieces be available starting the 1st as well?
Well, yes. Everything is to come in at the end of November, and then the festival opens to the public on the 1st of December. And it will be available for viewing all that week until the gala reception, which is the 7th of December, Friday night. Had to have it a little earlier this year. We normally have it the second Friday of the month, but that would have pushed it too close to Christmas.
Yeah, yep.
And people want
I know,
their
it's
trees.
weird because the 1st is a Saturday.
Right.
And so it does feel like it's too close to Christmas. It's weird.
Yes, we couldn't have pushed it any later than that because by the 14th, everybody wants their tree up and enjoying their decorations.
Exactly. Yep.
So we had to move it back to the 7th this year, and then the Gala Fest, we close at 3:00 that way that day to get ready for the party, and the doors open at 5:30, and then we have heavy hors d'oeuvres served by Twins Ranch Catering, and the wine comes from the Blue Heron French Cheese Factory, and other donors too as well. The Tillamook Bowling Lanes donates a case of wine.
Oh, that's nice.
So we just have. The community just kind of rallies around the museum for a week and does wonderful things for us, and really helps to support our projects.
And if you can't go to the gala reception, or you're not able to get a ticket in time, for sure go in and just wander around and look at the trees because they are so pretty.
Well, and if you find it is, and it just starts the holiday festivities.
Yes.
It just puts everybody in the spirits. We have school groups that come through those days.
Oh, really?
Yes,
that's cool.
Just to see the trees. But we also have a program that we started 3 years ago, that if you find something that you love and you can't come to the festival for whatever reason, we will kind of bid for you.
Oh, right.
You set kind of like on eBay when you set the highest price you're willing to go, and then we bid it in increments of like $5 or $10,
right,
depending on what the item is. And so we will bid for you, and we've had a couple of trees that have been sold that way.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, it is.
That's a nice service to offer.
It is. So.
Right, because not everybody, Right. I swear I feel like once Halloween hits, it's just downhill with everything is trying to get packed in 2 months.
It is.
And then once Thanksgiving hits, then it's really downhill.
It's really tough. But last year we actually had somebody who we had bid up to their maximum, their limit. And so Ruby called them on the phone and said, we reached your limit, and do you want to go any further, or are you done? Oh, no, I really want that tree. So we were able to bid even a little higher on that. So, yeah, it's kind of a nice service if you can't be there.
And then I do think it's interesting how the trees are transported.
Yes. Usually after the event on Friday, people that have bought a wreath, the centerpiece, a tabletop, or one of the Santa's packs, they take those with them. Not always, but generally they'll take them with them. But the trees get actually delivered. Don Averill comes with one of his trucks, and we wrap them in king-sized mattress bags and pull them up over the tree and pack them. They're wrapped, they're packed intact.
It's almost like when you see a gift basket, like when you get a gift basket that has a cellophane around it, but it's a tree.
But it's a tree. And so we ask that the decorators wire their ornaments on so that nothing gets broken. But we do wrap them up, and then we deliver them to the winning bidders and set them up in their homes.
Yep.
And
take the bag off, and voila, you have a tree.
Water the tree for them, and off they go. So we do thank Dawn for and his team for doing that.
Yeah, I do
us.
think that's an interesting. What did you do today? Oh, I delivered fully decorated Christmas trees.
Yes,
Yep.
yes. And it's kind of it's a logistical nightmare because we have ones that go to South County and we have ones that go to Manzanita and we have ones that go up the Wilson River.
Do they do it all in one day?
Absolutely.
Wow.
All in one day.
Yeah, that's a lot. Like, let's look at the map and figure out where we're going and make a very efficient route.
Yes. And then the way the trees are stored on the truck
in the trailer,
is in reverse order of when they get delivered.
There are a lot of logistics to think about there.
It's quite an interesting day that day, but it's a lot of fun. So.
And if you are listening and you're thinking, well, that sounds like a cool thing, I don't have to worry about getting a tree. I don't have to worry about getting ornaments. I don't have to worry about decorating it. I enjoy decorating my tree.
Yes.
And then I get to do it twice because I do it for the Festival of Trees as well. But yeah, I mean, maybe, or maybe you got something going on this year and you're thinking, oh, I can't get a tree this year. We got too much going on in December.
Right.
Hey, this is a great opportunity.
Right. And some people can't do live trees in their apartment or allergies or whatever.
Yep.
So we do generally have some people that do an artificial tree and somebody, some people can't do a full huge tree.
Right.
So that's why we have the
little tabletop
trees.
ones.
And then we also have levels of support that are just financial support. And some of those give you tickets toward the festival. And in some cases, when the festival have been sold out, we've had a couple of sponsor tree or tickets that if you
pay this much, you can get tickets.
But we tried not to be too harsh about that. But anyway, so whatever people would like to donate, there's a room for it, and we put them toward a certain project. Last year,
let's talk about what the project is for.
Last year it was to fund an educational project at Kilch's Point for grades K through 12, and that has been a year-long process of development. We're still working on the actual programs for the teachers to use when they come out there. We're up to about 4th grade, so we're not quite halfway. But we did use some of the money to put in new lighting in the barn that's out there. So in case of inclement weather, we can have it inside. Yeah. And we also put money into tables and chairs for enough students that we can accommodate a classroom in there as well. So it was a good use of money. This year, we were given from the Old Iron Club some of the artifacts from the Steinbeck Ironworks. Oh yeah, and so we're going to be putting those in, kind of revamping our blacksmith shop in the lower level and putting new lighting in there and new walls and kind of cleaning that area up and making it more user-friendly, if you will, more attractive, and also to incorporate those new artifacts. So that's what the festival funds will be going to this year.
Very good. Yeah. I love it. Yeah, December 7th is the gala, but it will be open December 1st.
And I have to tell you that the tickets do go on sale the 16th of November.
Okay.
So, I wouldn't wait to get your tickets because they do sell out. Last year it was within a week.
Wow. So. How many tickets do you sell?
125.
Okay. Yep. Well, mark it on your calendars, people.
Yes, please.
Let's see. Right now, I'm going to give away a Papa Murphy's Pizza Prize Pack. First caller wins a free Jack-o'-lantern large pizza and 1 pound of chocolate chip cookie dough. Congratulations to Patsy Wilhite, who won yesterday. Call 842-4422. That's 842-4422. First caller wins free Jack-o'-lantern pizza and chocolate chip cookie dough from Papa Murphy's. I'm going to take a break and talk about Rosenberg's. Where do you go to find almost anything you need for home improvement? I'll tell you where, Rosenberg's. Rosenberg's has been your local connection for anything you need to build and finish your house to perfection. Carpet, cabinets, paint, electrical, plumbing, nuts and bolts, fencing, windows, doors, and so much more. All those items in one place, but that's only part of the story. What really makes Rosenberg's your stop for home improvement is their people. Their knowledgeable, friendly staff is there to help you through any project. Any question from what paint you should use to how to install a new shower valve, you can get the help you need to do it right the first time. Stop by Rosenberg's today to rediscover what you've known all along. It's better to shop local and work with great people you can see every day. Build it, plumb it, wire it, paint it. Rosenberg Builder Supply, Tillamook. So I'm talking with Carla Albright from the Pioneer Museum. Speaking of we were talking about your website and kind of online. You guys have a new website and it's fabulous and you did it. Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
tcpm.org. Tillamook County Pioneer Museum.
Right. And we have our upcoming events that are on there and kind of a little bit about the exhibits that we have. And
Speaking of, no, go ahead.
Oh, there's a tab on there for educators and places to sign up to have a field trip to our museum. So,
because if you've never been in there, you should go in there.
Thank you.
It's a lot of there's a lot of cool stuff in there.
There is a lot.
You have what is I always like seeing when I go to a museum. I mean, looking at artifacts and things like that is cool, but I like looking at like how people used to live. And you have right in the front door, I don't know what era it is, but you have like a little kitchen, living room area or bedroom or something.
Yes, we have a couple of those. We actually have one on your way back to the military room. We have a Pioneer barn with a mannequin of Warren Vaughn back in there. And then next to that is a Pioneer living room. Actually, kitchen living room is what it was at the time. So that would have been probably late 1800s when there wasn't, much.
Yeah.
And then downstairs we have Granny's kitchen, and that's a more updated, more 1930s. And then on the second level we have the Victorian bedroom, which would be, 1860s to probably turn of that century. So 1900s.
Yeah, and among all that, you also have the taxidermy room.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Which I think the kids love.
The kids do love it.
Yes.
And
I mean, it's still kind of fun.
And so do ornithologists, bird watchers come up there. And
it's cool to see like the smallest egg ever and then the biggest egg, to see and then everything in between.
Plus a wide variety of ducks and waterfowl that are found here. And we do have bird watchers that come in to identify birds that they've seen along the Tillamook Bay. And, do you know
and then they come in to see,
to do
that's a good idea.
Research there. So, and then we have the wonderful Alex Walker dioramas that he did with local animals, and then in some cases not so local.
Yeah. Yes, polar bears are not local, but yes,
but
still
we
kind
love
of
our
fun.
Polar bear, and we were going to try to find a better home for him because he doesn't really fit into our mission. But then we realized that there's going to come a time when children aren't going to know what a polar bear was.
Oh, sure.
And so we'd like to have a sample.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So anyway,
and then downstairs on that main level, there's also. Is it the mill or trains? What is in that room? It has all the little...
Oh, yes, that's a Pioneer Gallery. And there was a dentist who does these from Willamina, who does these fabulous dioramas, train dioramas, and did one of the Whitney Lumber offices at Kilch's Point. And so he brought those in and donated them to the museum. So, yeah, they're kind of cool to
It's really cool, too, for kids... or even like adults to just see how far we've come and how I don't want to say how much more difficult it was to do things, but it was. I mean, they didn't know at the time that it was the most, and I can't even imagine what technology is going to be like in 20, 30 years from now.
We don't know what we don't know.
Right. It's just, and it's hard to fathom even how we could be even more efficient and even more technologically advanced.
And when you see the old typewriters and the old ticker tape type things in the lower level, and you think, children don't know what that is. They don't have a concept of what a typewriter did or didn't do, or telephones. They're completely different from what
it's attached to the wall. Why?
Yeah, what's that? What's that box on the wall? So it's kind of a trip back in time and fun place to visit.
Yes.
Plus, in our main and northwest gallery, we have rotating exhibits and. Right now,
good segue, because I was just going to ask about that.
We right now are featuring After and Before, which is Elaine Norberg, who is a local artist of some import. She's got paintings in galleries in major cities in the Northwest, and she does lovely, mostly water, wood scenics, and they're impressionist, and they're just beautiful. And we're pleased to have Elaine. Her exhibit's been in there since the end of August, and it will be in there until the 25th of November will be her last day. So if you haven't been in to see them, please come in, because they're lovely, and they're all Tillamook County scenes that she does. So
it's been
fun.
Good. again, it's, Art Accelerated people came in and talked about the local artists that we have. Mm-hmm. We have a very large art community here.
We certainly do. Yes. We do.
So and it's good to support our local people.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Let's see. November 17th was the book fair, right? And then December 1st through the 7th is Festival of Trees, with the 7th being the gala night.
Right.
So mark those on your calendars. Right. And tickets for Festival of Trees is November 16th.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very good.
Trying to get. So look, you could go to the book fair on the 17th
and pick up your tickets
at the same time.
That's exactly
give somebody,
right.
And you could give somebody an early gift. Early Christmas present.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Take them with you to the festival.
I think I like giving experiences as, something like that. Like, hey, let's go do something in Portland or
Well, and
something.
It's really nice because the community comes together and to support the museum, and it's wonderful. We appreciate that.
Hey, Carla, thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for asking me.
It was lovely visiting with you.
Nice to see you, too.
Yeah. Monday, we'll have Vanita Lauer here. She is she is a state house rep candidate for District 32. Senior meals, 11:30 at St. Mary's by the Sea in Rockaway Beach every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also noon every weekday at the Kaiwana Community Center in Pacific City, as well as the Tillamook Senior Center at 4th and Stillwell. Cost is $3 for seniors and $6.75 for everyone else. Auditions for TAPA's winter comedy Beer for Breakfast are happening this weekend. Tonight at 6 and tomorrow at 2 at Tapa's Barn Community Playhouse over by Les Schwab. Get more info at tillamooktheater.com. Tomorrow is another Art Accelerated Downtown District Art Walk from 1 to 3. Visit artaccelerated.org for more info and locations that are participating. There is a drug take-back event from 10 to 2 at the fairgrounds tomorrow, coordinated by Tillamook County Solid Waste and the Sheriff's Office. So bring in your expired and unused medications and dispose of them properly at the fairgrounds. The Pumpkin Patch at Old House Dahlia's is open tomorrow and Sunday from 10 to 5. They are on Highway 101 south of Tillamook in Pleasant Valley. And the Kilch's Pumpkin Patch and Corn Maze is open noon to 5 Saturday and Sunday out on Kilch's River Road at the Hydrangea Ranch. And they are also having a haunted corn maze tonight and tomorrow starting at dark. It is $10 admission for the corn maze, the haunted corn maze. And the Tillamook Holiday Light Parade is now accepting registration for this year's Short and Fun Light Parade held December 1st, right after the Tillamook City Tree Lighting Ceremony. Registration forms are available at the Chamber, Diamond Art Jewelers, and at TillamookHolidayLightParade.com. Carla, thanks again for coming in.
Thank you, Lisa.
Yeah, and thank you, Tillamook, for listening.